everyone. Sorry I couldn't be there with you guys today. So I know you guys just worked on the flip grids from Act Two, and we've been talking a lot about point of view and perspective throughout the whole entire play, and that will continue to be our focus. But like I said on Tuesday, is with point of view and perspective, we also need to think about how that plays a role in the arguments and claims that we make and the evidence that we provide. So if you guys noticed in Act Two, there is a lot of arguments and claims that were made, but not solid enough evidence, and people had like logical fallacies or faults in their arguments based off of the evidence that was provided. And some of that is based off of their points of views and perspectives, right? So Mary Warren, she's friends with Abigail. So, of course, her point of view and perspective is that she's going to defend Abigail, right? And she doesn't want to get accused either. So, that changes the evidence that she produces and the evidence that other people get to hear. Okay. So, one thing that you guys are going to be practicing today is how to make claims and provide evidence and an explanation to it, right? So a lot of times people will make an argument, but then they forget to give evidence, so then their argument is invalid. Or they give evidence and then they forget to explain it, okay? And what I mean by an explanation of evidence, that doesn't just mean if you find a quote that's about Proctor and Elizabeth's relationship, that you're going to say, this quote explains Proctor and Elizabeth's relationship. Well, yeah, of course it does, right? But you need to make sure you answer the question of why. Why should I care that this talks about Elizabeth and Proctor's relationship? What else does that show about the claim that you're making? Okay. So one thing that you guys want to think about is, how is the evidence that you're using going to move your argument forward, right? And these are important skills that we need to have, just organizing and writing essays and making arguments in general, and skills that you guys will use on your witch hunt essay later this unit. Okay, so we're first going to start practicing with a short analysis response, and just seeing how you guys can make an argument, provide evidence, and explain it, right? So there's a question on the next slide for you guys that compares the hysteria and fear in the crucible to hysteria and fear in society today, okay? So you're going to go ahead on Google Classroom and respond to that question. You guys will probably take about between 10 to 15 minutes to respond to this. This should be a decent sized paragraph to respond to, okay? If you guys have questions or concerns, just let me know. Tip for you guys, if you refresh the page when you're responding to a question on Classroom, it will delete your answer. So just be aware of that, okay? Thanks, guys, and have a good rest of your day.